Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game about Timofon versus Poncho, this game taking place here on the Northern Isles. Let's go ahead and break things down in this 1v1 matchup. Poncho opening things up as the blue Night Elf on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Timofon's spawning under the name Soymafon or Somafon, which just sounds like Chinglish for such a bother. Mafan is, like, such a bother. So mafan to me sounds, I don't know if that was on purpose, but it is now. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Timo or so mafans. If I switch back and forth, it's just because I think the name is funny. Timofon opening things up with the Altar of Darkness Crypt Ziggurat. There is that Tomb of Relics right there. Tomb of Relics a little bit earlier than I would have expected. Didn't need to be placed down that early, but it will be completed well in time for that Death Knight. Or at least I'm assuming the Death Knight, or is it going to be a Lich first or Dreadlord, as Dreadlord has recently become popular to help deal with have Carrion Swarm help deal with flying machines that are trying to challenge those destroyers. Well, for some reason, I thought for a second that Poncho was a human player. No, Death Knight. That makes a lot of sense here. Opening things up, there is an Altar of Elders. That Altar of Elders is delayed, so it could be the Tavern Hero Fire Lord. Tavern Hero Fire Lord has become pretty popular as of late. One thing I am a bit curious about, though, is in terms of the Fire Lord, whether or not it is successful against undead who naturally often go for destroyers. The destroyers are such a powerful unit, able to devour magic, but because of that auto attack ability that is part of the Fire Lord's repertoire, having Dryads and getting that auto attack ability, I think the Incinerate, able to really blow up those ghouls rather quickly. Alright, Death Knight. Quickly getting a kill off there on a peasant, using up a little bit of mana, and now going to use a Rod of Necromancy, bring out some skeletal minions, and make his way across to try and clear out and perhaps set up an expo. Timofon does have a 6th Acolyte, and that Acolyte is already wandering down here to that southern 6 o'clock position. We could be seeing a Ziggurat being summoned, followed up by Haunted Goldmine. Meanwhile, off to the north here, we're looking at when the hero is going to be trained up. It is going to be that Fire Lord grabbed by the Night Elf, and here he is. There are those lava spawns. Are those lava spawns going to put in perhaps pressure onto this expo location? And it is. Lava spawns just want targets to hit, and they're going to have plenty of them to hit as another lava spawn now comes down. 3 lava spawns. These lava spawns do deal quite a bit of damage. There's the cancellation on that Ziggurat already, as the Acolyte going to be trying to retreat back as well. All right, those lava spawns skidding across these frozen isles here. Looks like it will get taken down pretty easily. One more shot by that Fire Lord gets the job done. Meanwhile, lava spawns still want to continue to do attacking and splitting. That is their job. This lava spawn now making its way over. Perhaps if it can split once more, they will be able to continue that creeping party. Going after these units again here. These lava spawns, I don't believe... Oh, what? One is about to split. This one's about to split. Is it going to have enough life? It is going to split right there. Heal up a little bit. But that third time life does not last very long. Yay, it's time for Crota. Stay a while and listen. Thanks, PJ Nom Nom Nom. New lava spawn gonna go ahead and get split there. 4 are currently out, and I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but Poncho is purposely leaving this web spinner alive. By leaving this web spinner alive, he's constantly allowing the web spinner to summon up more skeletal minions. And by summoning up more skeletal minions, he's getting more gold here. Now, Timofon coming back across here. There was some blight being placed down. Another lava spawn could easily get cleaned up here. No, the lava spawn actually takes some Moonwell juice to try and stay alive to deny a bit of experience. Meanwhile, the Death Knight trying to back away here, sitting at 2.5. Both players getting some damage across, as that Death Knight now trying to chase after that, trying to lead that Ghoul back home with that Unholy Aura. Ghoul trying to escape away as well, and will be able to do exactly that. illusion, wanting to head down to the southern position, do a bit of scouting, see if that expo is being established, and it is. Nerubian Tower already being upgraded. Meanwhile, off to the north, well, Poncho nearly at tier 2 could grab that second hero and then try and put pressure on this base. Here we are, here we go, lava spawns, Nerubian Tower is here, and well, Poncho's Firelord simply doesn't have enough mana, really. Well, it could have enough here if the Nerubian Tower switches targets, and there you go, trying to apply that cold effect to both units at the same time. It looks as though the Haunted Goldmine down to 76 hit points. Will the Lava Spawn be able to finish the job or delay it? That is the question there, and it is going to not cause a delay, holding steady at 50, and now it is dropping every little bit down to 36, and there it goes. So the Haunted Goldmine will need some repairs when it is finally done, but it is going to be able to, well, get propped up. Tech to tier 2 not even started. Acolyte training priority when you have that expo ready to be saturated. I believe these triple acolytes, well, better be getting in some repairs. Meanwhile, Poncho, using the Ancient of War, gonna try and tank a bit of damage, get to level 3 on this Firelord. Instead, the Death Knight has plans of his own, as we see a couple of Death Coils go down, trying to finish off an Archer there. Death Knight gonna try and catch up to that Archer. Archer down to 17 hit points. One more shot in the back would finish it off. It gets taken down. Meanwhile, both sides are still trying to fight here at this creep camp. Firelord gonna get to level 3, southern 6 o'clock position. Wow. Is now getting repaired. It is mining at near full saturation as the Demon Hunter trains up in time to kind of trap this Death Knight in an uncomfortable spot. Firelord going to be coming back around here. Are we going to see some damage going down? All right, there goes one quick explosion, but it was by the Sacrificial Dagger, and, well, using the Sacrificial Dagger in such a way to deny experience while applying a little bit of a heal onto that Death Knight right there. All right. Death Knight now looking to, well, pick up a Goblin Shredder and still actually doing some creeping, even though at first he was running away from this Firelord. Firelord Death Knight combination, or Firelord Demon Hunter combination. Goblin Zeppelin now coming back around, perhaps to try and drop behind enemy lines, gain easy access to those to these wisps in the back here. And that Goblin Zeppelin, as the crow flies, able to get into that back position pretty quickly. One dead peasant, or one dead, not peasant, but one dead wisp already, as the Zeppelin now, well, trying to elevator pick up and drop off that Goblin Zeppelin with so much harassment. Now, Timofon's strategy. Let me just try and trap my opponent in his base and let that economic advantage really start paying for itself. Remember, 1,000 gold being mined out from here, but we can see Necropolis, Tomb of Relics, Ziggurat, Nerubian Towers, and all of these acolytes here does cost a pretty penny. So setting up that expo has not really yet paid for itself. Meanwhile, coming back around, Goblin Zeppelin is still looking to put in a pressure inside the base here. And the Death Knight says, you know what, maybe I need to help escort the Goblin Zeppelin. Let it walk back or fly back under the benefits of that unholy aura. Skeletal minions getting prop and trained up as the Demon Hunter is now at level 2, looking to get to level 3. Poncho still not setting up an expo of his own. You can see Timofon quickly checking to see if an expo is established. Wow, Somafon seems to be the play style of Timofon here, just trying to constantly annoy and put pressure, trying to disrupt Poncho's game. Coming back down to the south side here, Ghoul's going to go ahead and get a quick clear. Null Warden, Ice Troll, Ogre Warrior creep camp going to be cleared up. Level 3 on the Death Knight, as tech to tier 2 is now done. We should see a quick tech to tier 3, summoning of that Lich. Once that Lich is back out on the battle, or once the Ultra of Darkness is back out on the battlefield. I did not notice that the Ultra of Darkness was previously unsummoned to get a little bit of additional gold. Meanwhile, back across here, Poncho looking to set up and get a large amount of experience on his heroes, Demon Hunter could get to level 3, and with level 2 mana burn, well, it does shut down enemy heroes pretty quickly until those Obsidian statues are really able to make a big play. Null Overseer quickly getting taken down. There's True Shot Aura. Death Knight is around here. Is he going to try and get a Death Coil off steal? No, he's not. There's a well, Demon Hunter at level 3. No mana burn, though. Had the perfect opportunity to mana burn the Death Knight. Does not do it, and well, an archer gets taken out. We are at tier 3 already. We have some Druids of the Claw out there on the battlefield. Should be getting in some rejuvenations as well, as the Fire Lord has level 2 Incinerate and level 1 Lava Spawns. Druids of the Claw still at Adept training and have to be careful. They are very vulnerable to Death Coil, and if, well, Somafan spots this Druid of the Claw. What is that Druid of the Claw doing? Is it waiting at the tavern for to hire up another hero? Not quite sure, as the Death Knight now looking to launch an attack right here against the tracker, get that last bit of experience. All right, there goes the little bit of damage there. Death Knight losing a bit of mana. Is he going to be able to escape away? There's another mana burn there, but the mana burn prevents the Death Coil, as they're looking at the Fire Lord finishing off the remainder of this Tuskar Sorcerer creep camp. Alright, there actually, if you look on the mini-map, you don't even spot this Druid of the Claw right here. Poncho, well, losing track of his units, not realizing that there's a unit right here in the middle of the battlefield. And that Druid of the Claw does represent a big investment. Coming back through, do we have Mastery Training? I don't. Do we have... No, Mastery Training hasn't even started yet, even though we are at Tree of Eternity. There we go. Mastery Training now finally getting started for such a... well, there was plenty of gold, plenty of opportunity. You gotta be on top of your timing. We'll see if that little bit of a delay ends up haunting him, as well. A Druid of the Claw could have been closer to the battlefield as well. Both sides gonna engage. There's a mana burn straight up onto the Lich. Death Coil going straight down. It looks as though the Lich could be in a lot of trouble. Lich quickly gets taken down. Level 4 now on that Fire Lord. Ring of Regeneration is gonna get picked up by the Death Knight. It is picked up by the Death Knight, and another item is dropped instead. Ghouls now trying to escape away. One ghoul gonna get taken down. There goes another ghoul. Quick explosions around. Yep, still Druid of the Claw hanging around in the middle of the map here. Difficult to spot on a mini map like this, as units are slowly joining up in the battlefield. Demon Hunter 3, Fire Lord sitting at level 4. Southern position here, well, really has paid for itself. You see 66 supply going up against 49. Goblin Shredder, I'm actually looking to do a bit of surrounds as well. That's well, Central Druid of the Claw finally joining in on the fight. Demon Hunter will get to level 4. Healing Ward's going to get dropped. Big item for the Demon Hunter to be, well, and the Night Elf Armory to be able to heal up in and out of combat. Very powerful there. Nice surprise finding an extra bear, yeah. It's... Oh, what is this? Timofon opening things up and now has mass skeletal minions. Didn't even keep track of this. Necromancers with Meat Wagon abolish magic across the board to try and deal with it, but we can see that the Meat Wagons also have Disease Cloud, so that's gonna, well, affect a lot of the healing across all of these units. Remember, the Disease Cloud actually drains hit points even if you have 200% regeneration, so the Dryads are still slowly losing hit points through this time, and those, well, Meat Wagons are just going to be popping out so many units. The Meat Wagons also trying to deal with those Dryads. Once those Dryads are gone, the skeletal minions are going to only be dealt with while detonating wisps. Going back around, and Death Knight now trying to retreat back. Death Knight sitting at level 4, but this entire, well, pop-up army of skeletal minions and skeletal minions and mages able to deal so much damage. Staff of Preservation for the save, of trying to save the hero here as the units are trying to retreat back around. Is the, well, was that a Staff of... Well, yeah, Staff of Teleportation. Meanwhile, Somafon now coming back across here is the Demon Hunter. Yes, able to use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Could try and use that Staff of Teleportation to head back in. He's trying to walk back. He is invisible. No shade keeping track there as the ghouls are now swarming up along the inside. Goblin Zeppelins are now going to be airdrop delivered and try to land on all of those skeletal minions here, as the ghouls have gone to town and have finished off the Tree of Life that was trying to entangle a gold mine off to the north. So that sudden army, we are at Black Citadel, but this sudden army of, well, of Meat Wagon and Necromancers with Obsidian statues able to do quite a bit of damage here. Meanwhile, Lich, also benefiting from Dark Ritual, should have plenty of mana throughout this fight. A quick reveal showing exactly where the Death Knight and Lich are. Army is trying to make their way across here, and this is a situation. Is the Fire Lord's Incinerate ability, is it going to end up becoming a big catalyst? Remember, Skeletal Warriors and Skeletal Mages don't have that many hit points. So if you're able to start chaining that ability by destroying one unit after another, does it end up, is that exactly what the Fire Lord, the type of army that it wants to engage against is? Death Coil on the Fire Lord getting healed back up. There's a mass pop-up army right there, and here we are going to be going into an engagement, trying to finish off some of those units. No, the Fire Lord wants to engage against those Meat Wagons first. Are we going to see some airdrops? Yes, there's some detonations trying to finish off some of those Wisps again. Necromancers are all split up, as the Fire Lord is now sitting up at level 5. Both sides fighting 30 supply compared to 76, constantly propping up things, but the Goblin Zeppelin has no more left here as they're fighting their way through. Meat Wagons, well, Bear's getting churned up absolutely easily by this undead army, and no more Goblin Zeppelins. Firelord only down to a 26 supply army. Demon Hunter comes back wondering what he missed, and well, so many things missed here. Well, Timofon playing a Somafon game, sitting on 1,500 gold, absolutely able to roll over his opponent with a surprising strategy, Necromancers with those Meat Wagons. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.